Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a little bit of good news as we go into the weekend. We are looking at some drier air which is making its way into the ArkLaTex as we speak. You can see the dew point, which tells us how much water is in the air. The higher the number, the more humid it is. Anytime it's in the 70s, it's rather humid, and you can see the drier air over the northern sections of the ArkLaTex. And as we go through the next 10 days, you can see that break from the high humidity will continue through the weekend. We'll start to see the humidity increase Monday, and the rather, you might call it oppressive almost, humidity will return next week and combine with some rather hot temperatures to create some issues with the heat index once again. This is what we're looking at, again, with the northerly and northwesterly flow in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We're looking at that drier air getting pumped in. The upper level ridge is centered to our west. This is upper level troughs going to move towards the east, and then we'll eventually, heading into next week, see this ridge become centered more closer to the ArkLaTex, if you will, and that will result in the continuation of the dry weather pattern, and it's also going to bring back, more than likely, some triple-digit heat for next week. Here's a look at how the next few days will play out as we take you through the weekend with Robbins Toyota Futurecast. Tonight looking mostly clear for most of the area. Might see a few more clouds over the northern sections of the area. Tomorrow, very small chance for a shower over the extreme northern edge of the area, but most of the ArkLaTex will see lots of sunshine and stay dry. Going through tomorrow night, we'll see a mostly clear sky south, a few more clouds over the northern sections of the area. Notice the heavier rains just to our northwest. That could skirt across the northern edge of the area Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, but don't expect much of any rain, if you get any at all, as again, rain is looking rather slim for us here for the next probably week and a half. You can see Futurecast shows, if you're lucky, maybe a tenth of an inch into Queen. Rest of the ArkLaTex, not really much from now through Sunday evening, so it looks like mainly dry through the weekend. And you can see the center of that upper level ridge, which is gradually going to become situated right along the Gulf Coast here, and that's going to allow temperatures to begin to warm up, and that ridge is going to kind of sit here as we go into the first half of the week. There's going to be another trough which is going to try to form over the eastern half of the country, and that probably will maybe ease the heat somewhat, I should say, as most models showing that not really having too much of an effect, but it is possible that we could see temperatures ease a few degrees next weekend. Rainfall potential in the next 10 days. Goose eggs, nothing for most of the area. Again, maybe that tenth over the northern sections of the region. So not only this weekend, but all of next week and next weekend, we're looking mainly dry all across the area. As far as the heat index, again, the break from the humidity over the next few days through the weekend, with temperatures back up close to 100, the heat index will approach 110 during the middle and last half of next week. Again, it's possible we could see a little bit of a cool down late in the 10-day period, but other models are not that optimistic on seeing the heat index drop that much. Meantime, in the tropics, we continue to watch this disturbance, which is moving through the Atlantic right now. There is it's looking quite promising, actually, that sometime during the next 7 to 10 days, we will see this form into a tropical depression or tropical storm. It probably will miss the east coast of the U.S. We'll have to keep an eye on New England, maybe, and it is looking extremely doubtful that this system will make it into the Gulf of Mexico, as it should be pulled to the north and northeast before getting this far to the west. So your forecast for tonight looks like this. We will see a mostly clear sky over most of the area, maybe a few more clouds over the north, right around 75 tonight in Shreveport, 71 in Texarkana, 73 degrees in Marshall. Temperatures tomorrow pretty close to normal, upper 80s, low 90s over the northern sections of the area. Again, a very small chance for a shower over the north and northwestern edge of the area. Again, 95 in Shreveport and Natchitoches, 91 degrees for the high temperature in Texarkana. And your 10-day forecast shows we will start to heat up heading into next week with temperatures in the triple digits for most of the week. Overnight lows with the return of the humidity will warm back up into the upper 70s. And really nothing too much as far as rain for most of the ArkLaTex. If we see any, it'll be over the north and northwestern sections of the area. So no major changes. We'll see this brief break from the intense heat and humidity this weekend, and then we crank up the heat again as we go through next week.